I'm back with you, but I'm also going to open it from here because this second session is running with 3 people. Here are the participants. 1, 2, 3. I'm turning on the mic and talking to them. Dr. Ahmed or Dr. Islam, could you please turn on your mic so we can hear you? This is the second session. Someone says, peace be upon you here, but the sound will be transmitted there. Peace be upon you, Dr. Abdul Rahman. Hello, doctor. Blessings to you. The sound is on now. Dr. Ahmed turned it on and said, peace be upon you, Dr. Abdul Rahman. All is well. I can leave the session anytime and share content like in Blackboard. Dr. Ahmed Abdel Muttaleb is active in the chat. 3 people are here and I'm raising my hand. Microsoft Teams is an alternative to Blackboard Ultra. Dr. Enes joined us. How are you, Dr. Enes? She's on the mic. We're running 2 sessions, working here and there. Welcome, everyone. We have 2 sessions on 1 device. I dislike this due to mic and camera issues. The key is we're gathered. I can share, but let's avoid technical errors. Dr. Ahmed is working in the chat with us. 3 people are here and I'm raising my hand. I can lower it. Microsoft Teams is an alternative to Blackboard Ultra. Dr. Inas has joined us. We're running 2 sessions. Welcome, Dr. Inas. We have 2 sessions on the same device. The important thing is we're gathered here. I can share, but let's avoid doing something technically wrong. I can share from 2 devices and use the web board. Now, I want to present something to the doctors. So we're running 2 sessions, meaning we're working from here and there. Hello, Dr. Enas. Welcome, everyone. So we have 2 sessions running on the same device. And between you and me, I don't like to do this because sometimes some devices have issues between the mic and the camera. The important thing is that we're gathered here. I can share, but I'm going to do something that technically shouldn't be done. So let's avoid that. But I'm going to share from 2 devices, use the web board, and showcase available tools. See the integration with Microsoft tools? I was going to show them Microsoft and a picture. Let's see if it brings a video. Yes, here it is, a PowerPoint or Excel. You can share from here. I can share the desktop, unsure if it will accept. Here's full screen, share audio. Select the screen and say share. Colleagues should be in the middle. Where is it inside Teams? I want to show the people here. We didn't find any, okay, I want a PowerPoint. I want a PowerPoint. So the PowerPoint presentation means I can select it like this. You can share from here. I don't know if it will accept it or not. I should also share audio. I need to select the screen. The colleagues should be in the middle of the screen. It's like magic. So what is the PowerPoint presentation? It's just selecting it, right? The important thing is that you can share from here. I can also share the desktop. Here's the full screen, and I should also share audio. Everything got mixed up. The colleagues should be in the middle. Now the sound should be working normally on Teams and Blackboard at the same time. That's great. It's like magic, but of course in the past, it used to cause conflicts. I don't like to do that, Dr. Ines, because in the past, it caused us issues. Dr. Ines even wrote to us that it's working for both. I'm sharing for the people who are working in Teams right now. They are sharing the screen. They can see what I'm presenting. Where can they see this? They can see this inside Microsoft Teams. The screen is working, the sound is normal. On both Teams and Blackboard, no problem. Great. It was magical, but caused conflicts before. It said 1 channel on some devices, sound on 1 or 2. Dr. Enas confirmed no conflict. They see my presentation in Teams. Everything's fine now. We can also do more. So Dr. Enas wrote to us that it's working for both and there's no conflict in both. I'm sharing for Teams. Currently, they are sharing the screen. Adil stopped sharing. They can see what I'm presenting. Where can they see this? They can see this inside Microsoft Teams. It's loading as he was changing the screen. All is well. I'm going to stop sharing. We can do more. We can add a background effect if I'm going to use the camera. E.g., if I'm using the camera with my home background with a closet behind or a cluttered room, they can adjust their background effect and put a library background as if behind a library, even if at home. Look, it's loading because the screen was changing. Everything started to reflect me and close down. So everything is fine. Now I'm stopping sharing here. We can do more. Add a background effect if using the camera. If my home background isn't great, like a closet and someone has a small room with a lot of stuff, they can adjust their background to show a library, even if they're in front of a closet. They can sit on the couch, tired, and adjust the background effect. Features not in Blackboard, but in Zoom, allow hiding your background and adding images. This is like Zoom, and the feature is great in Teams. I've been on Teams for 7 minutes, and the session runs alongside another. The advantage is Teams is closer to Zoom. It's better than Blackboard Ultra in some aspects. He took the mobile and sat on the couch, not wanting to get up because he's tired, and he can adjust the background effect here. There are also features that aren't available in Blackboard, but are present in Zoom meetings in terms of the setup. You can hide your background and put images like these behind you. It's just like Zoom exactly. The feature is really great in Teams. Look, I've been on Teams for 7 minutes and the session is running alongside another session. The advantage here, folks, is that Teams is a bit closer to Zoom. It's better than Blackboard Ultra in some aspects, and less than it in the needs. Of the only advantage of Blackboard Ultra is that it is integrated into the system, and you can, in the assessment center, adjust the situation and see the students present and absent and get records linked to Blackboard. And this is something very important. So if you want to turn on the camera in an environment that doesn't allow it, like if you're in a park feeling tired on a trip or in the car, and you don't want them to know you're in the car, you can set a background for your character to hide your actual background. You can place a library behind you, a whiteboard, a desk, the Eiffel Tower, or even aliens. This feature is available in Zoom and Microsoft Teams. This background effect feature is really great, and we should pay attention to it. Dr. Talal is a meeting guest. Let's mention that, right? He's the first one to join as a meeting guest. Dr. Talal is here as a guest, and we can say, okay, he might not have a Microsoft account, Dr. Talal. This background effect feature is absolutely fantastic, and we should definitely pay attention to it. Indeed. Dr. Talal is a meeting guest. Let's mention that, right? He's the first one to join as a meeting guest. So Dr. Talal is here as a guest, and we can say, okay, he might not have a Microsoft account, Dr. Talal. Let's see, as you can see, we have Dr. Talal with us in the session today. So Dr. Talal is here right now, but he joined as a guest, not through the browser. Right, Dr. Talal? Or is everything okay? All right, everything's fine. We're kind of, yes. We're doing a secret presentation. Dr. Noha joined without asking why she wasn't a guest. Dr. Noha is different from Dr. Talal. It says Dr. Talal is a guest, but he's with us at the university. So what's the difference with Dr. Noha, Dr. Enas, Dr. Islam, and Dr. Ahmed? Dr. Talal didn't use his Microsoft email. He used the link and said, I'm a guest. That's why it was noted he's a guest, warning me to be careful. He might not be your student, which helps distinguish people. The guests came without a university email. Dr. Enas bypassed the system. They didn't write their names. The university provided them. Dr. Enas, Dr. Islam, and Dr. Ahmed wrote their full names, but Dr. Talal said, I won't write my name. Those with full names didn't write them. It was automatic from the university email. But Dr. Talal, when asked, said, I will write my full name. He did not use the university email or did not have a university email. He may not be a student with you, and this is an advantage. This is an advantage here, as it distinguishes you from people. He may tell you that these people are not students with you. These bodies are coming. Dr. Enas bypassed the system. Dr. Enas, for example, wrote her name. Dr. Islam wrote his name, and Dr. Ahmed wrote his name. Dr. Talal was asked to write his name as a guest. Major features like the background effect are crucial. I've been in the team session for 10 minutes without recording, but I can record here. Or it was written by students. So without using my university email, I joined as a guest, which is why it shows here that I'm a guest. And that's an additional advantage, apart from the major features I just explained to you. The most important major feature is the background effect. It's very important. As for the recording, I've been in the team session for 10 minutes, and I haven't started the recording yet, but I can record here. Okay, start recording just like the one over there. The record here, we want to show you this icon, start recording. It has started recording with me. This recording will be available inside Teams within Microsoft. So here it accepts the recording. It has started recording. Start recording, everything is working. We'll try to make the screen a bit smaller. I didn't benefit much from the reduction. 100% was good. The session is being recorded and can stop anytime. We can utilize Microsoft services through Teams, setting things up before starting work. The doctor said, hello, Dr. Abdul Rahman. You haven't added anyone yet. I started a new meeting and anyone in this community can join. One meeting is enough, but can it work on its own? Can I create another meeting? Can I divide students into groups, join some while they present, then others? We have a community. The doctor said, hello, Dr. Abdul Rahman, you haven't added anyone to the session yet. I'm outside and anyone in this community can join us. We are working on a session, but it won't take me out. I don't want to overthink. One meeting is enough, but can it work on its own? Can I create another? I have 5 here working with me. Should I stop the recording? So I stopped it, Dr. Ahmed. But it won't take me out of here. I don't want to overthink. One meeting is enough, but can it function alone? Can I create another? It's unusual, but can I split students into groups, join some during presentations, then others? 5 are here working with me. They gave names, people responded, and I got session feedback. Audio is fine, but chat echoes into the community, causing annoyance. Should I stop recording? Maybe it is. So I stopped it, Dr. Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed Abdul Rahman joined. Hello, doctor. Dr. Khaled Abdul Rahman Jaber joined too. People join on Teams, but we have one guest. All used university accounts, and we have one guest. Count the people. Here's the chat. He brought their names and people responded. The audio is fine. It created an echo, annoying people. Should I stop recording? Maybe it's the recording. So I stopped it, Dr. Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed Abdul Rahman joined us. Welcome, doctor. Dr. Khaled Abdul Rahman Jaber also joined. People are joining on Teams, but we have one guest. All joined with university accounts. I opened the meeting in Teams. Let me close it. Closed it to stop the echo. Our colleague, Dr. Ahmed Abdul Rahman, has also joined us. Hello and welcome, doctor. Dr. Khaled has also joined us, Dr. Khaled Abdul Rahman Jaber. People are joining us on Teams to try it out with us, but we only have one guest. All of them joined with their university accounts, and we only have one guest. Count with me the people, and here's the chat too, so I have chat. I have the people here and everything works. My community shows I have everyone. I'm hearing from Blackboard. The problem creates an echo. I opened and closed the meeting in Teams to stop the echo. Yes, I closed it. 2 microphones are open. The active one in the session annoys the other. Sometimes I call this a trick. You have the same content for multiple groups and say, Doctor, I closed it like this. 2 microphones are open. The active one will annoy the other. This is a trick. Sometimes you want to teach the same content to multiple groups and say, Dr. Abdul Rahman, merge the groups. Merging isn't allowed, but you can schedule them at the same time, run both sessions, and talk about the same thing. If a student isn't active in both, they won't hear an echo. I'm using 2 technologies. So you can schedule them, run this session, run that, and activate microphones. If one student is not active in both sessions, no echo and no issues. I use 2 technologies. I ran 8 Blackboard Ultra sessions for 8 project groups and no audio issues. How's the audio? It's perfect or better. Are people hearing me or not? Did Teams audio cut off, Dr. Ahmed? Dr. Ahmed, the audio cut off from Teams. I closed it due to echo for active people in both sessions. I cut it off from Teams due to echo, okay? Everyone heard me on Blackboard, right? People with me in Teams are here. We are explaining Teams tools. Can people hear me or not? The audio cut off from Teams, Dr. Ahmed. Dr. Ahmed, the audio cut off from Teams. I closed it because it was creating an echo for the people who were active in both sessions. I cut it off from Teams just because it was causing an echo, okay? But everyone could hear me on Blackboard, right? So the people with me in Teams are still here. We are still explaining the Teams tools.